Welcome back to Deck Trains. It's week 71. We've got another diesel rail car from the Austrian Federal Railways, number 5081. Same as last week's Deutsche BundesBahnen rail bus set, but new in 1965 from Fleischmann. This set number 1374 is technically the same as last week's, but now we're different on the outside. It's the cream and blue of the ÖBB. Also in this first part, we're going to have from 1970 Fleischmann's number 5569 track cleaning car, and the newer version from Roco of a flat stake wagon, number 46483, also of the Austrian Federal Railways. Pretty neat that these models feature directional lighting, optional light in interiors, and available two-car add-on dummy sets for the big city use. These were actually mostly found on branch lines where there was no electrification or a regular loco was too expensive or too heavy to operate. About 1,000 sets were built in Germany of the VT98, and a much smaller number were licensed for construction in Austria for local manufacturers there to build. There were several versions built, 1, 2, or 3 connected units, and as with most European trains on branch lines, the passenger cars sometimes towed a freight wagon or two along with the regular consist. Interiors of these units were rather Spartan. You found flippable seat backs to allow for the change in direction, and more often than not it was just bare bulbs to illuminate the interior. Second generation of these units had the addition of a second diesel motor, made them fairly quick to accelerate to their 90 km per hour top speed, but their air brakes seemed to slow them more quickly. Our model unit's even faster than last week's at this week's 106.04 kilometers per hour at 50% power. That's a 65.89 miles per hour. That's a 21 kilometer per hour increase. For part 2, we connect our non-powered ÖBB set, the same as last week's connection, just to go big again. And by the way, we see about the 4-minute mark this unit again averaged 0 kilometers per hour, 0 miles per hour at any power level, regardless of direction. Thanks for watching this week, folks, and please tune in next week for a look at another starter set from Fleischmann. Around 1971, they released the GFN 060 tender loco pulling a pair of number 1200 DB tin plate coaches. Enjoy the week, folks.